I'm Mace Archer, the artistic director of the Mount Hood Community College Theater Department.
Great. And can you tell us about this production you're doing?
Yeah, we're doing a version of You Can't Take It With You, classic 1930s comedy by George S. Kaufman, probably one of the most produced American plays of all time.
Can you give us a little summary of the plot?
Yeah, it's about a crazy family whose patriarch, Grandpa, used to be in business. He was a businessman, and he decided he wasn't happy with that 30 years ago, and so he quit. He said, I'm not going to do that anymore, and he decided he's just going to do things the rest of his life that brought him joy. And he instilled this idea about how life works on his family. So his whole family's decided to live their lives just for joy. And so they're very quirky and very strange. But the youngest granddaughter, Alice, falls in love with a business tycoon's son. And so you have somebody who's in the regular culture, who's very well behaved, meeting up with someone who is in this crazy family. And so it's kind of a love story to see if they're going to be able to work it out. Will the families get together, or are they just too different?
What has been your favorite part so far?
Gosh, it's nothing specific yet. We've only been at it a few days, but the biggest thing is just working on a play like this, how much laughter is in the room. Because when you're working on a comedy and such a good-natured play, it just allows everybody in the rehearsal hall to come up with really crazy ideas and do goofy things, and so we just sort of make each other laugh all the time, which is a good sign, because if we're making each other laugh in rehearsal, we'll probably make the audience laugh when they come.
What do you think is going to set this production apart from others?
I think it's going to be deeper than a lot of productions, because there's this surface level that happens in terms of just this simple love story. But usually the characters are just goofy and relentlessly odd, but there's no truth to them. And our actors here at the school are very interested in creating honest human beings and making a logic for their characters in terms of what they do. And so I think it'll be perhaps more substantive than younger actors who've done it in the past have put forth.
So what are your hopes for this production and for your actors?
I hope that the actors can embrace this classic comedy style, because plays aren't quite written like this anymore. There's a lot of wordplay and a lot of jokes that if you're not paying attention, you don't know they're there as actors. The audience doesn't get them. And so I want them to become more sophisticated with that style of comedy. I want them to continue to pursue what their training in acting is teaching them here, which is that characters on stage want something from each other, and so they're battling with each other. They're not just saying words very well, and so they're getting that. And I also hope that we've picked a play that the public will really like. We only have 80 seats available every night, and in 6 shows, my secret hope is that folks won't be able to get in because tickets are all sold. It's just packed. So I think we have the kind of play and the kind of actors that we could do that for the first time. It is one of the cleverest and most beautiful plays with a wonderful message. The title is part of Grandpa's speech at the end of the play, where he tells the big businessman who lives for nothing but money and success. He looks at Mr. Kirby and he says, "You can't take it with you." And so the whole idea of making sure that all the things that you're piling up in this life get used in this life, because once you go, no matter how much money you had stacked up, I hope you enjoyed your life.